What's going on, everybody? You're watching Thisvthattv and you're watching my review of Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet, or Suisei no Gargantia. And this is just a review of the first season. Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet was another show that I found while digging through different genres for anime late last year. And when I found the series, I hadn't heard anything especially good about it, so I wasn't in any rush to watch it. But this past summer, I found that it had been dubbed, and since I didn't have any other particular anime that I was interested in watching at the time, I decided to give it a chance. Unfortunately, Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet wasn't as good as I thought it would be. The story takes place in the far-off future when humans have already left Earth. These people have joined together to form the Galactic Alliance in order to combat a race known as the Thisvthattv. During one of their many battles, Ledo, one of the main characters, is sucked into a black hole along with his machine caliber, which are the mechas in this series, named Chamber, and lands on the long-abandoned planet of Earth. While still unconscious, he is picked up by salvagers from the Gargantia fleet, and shortly after he awakens, he meets the other main character, Amy, and their story begins from there. The main issue with the story is that it suffers from a sort of identity crisis. The series can never really decide whether it wants to be an action sci-fi series or a romantic slice-of-life series. In the beginning, the action was only contributed to the story, but by the end, it was guiding it. The series doesn't do a good job of mixing two genres, and it makes it feel a little off. For example, at the very beginning of the series, you are thrown straight into a massive action sequence, followed by a smaller but still fast-paced action sequence, and lots of character interaction. The first few episodes work in a similar way. They give you some information about the characters, about life on Earth, and mix in some short action scenes. There are a few episodes in the middle where there is little to no action and a lot of character interaction, and there are some episodes at the end of the series that are very action driven. This not only causes the tone of the show to change, it also shifts the tone of the individual episodes, and it just doesn't feel right. The problem isn't the action or slice of life elements themselves, because individually they are both really well done. It's the weird mixture of the two that doesn't work too well. I really wish that the action took a back seat to the slice of life elements, because that was when the show was the most interesting. The main characters have literally grown up worlds apart and are slowly learning how each other's societies work. Through character interactions, Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet compares and contrasts different philosophies and worldviews, from having to adapt to other societies' needs and ideologies to the value of human life. That was the most unique and interesting thing that happened during the course of this series. The story does throw in a major plot twist in the second half of the series that actually surprised me, but it was ruined by one of the most predictable and cliche endings I've seen in a while. The series would have been a lot better if it had focused more on one specific genre. I personally think this would have been a really good slice of life anime. It also would have been better off and felt much more consistent if it was more action focused. The animation in this series is really well done, the characters are well defined, the backgrounds are also animated well. The series uses a lot of bright and vibrant colors to help it feel inviting and warm, and the action scenes are also well animated and entertaining to watch. The sound in Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet is also very well done. The music fits the atmosphere and tone of this series that they're used in really well. A lot of the songs used feel just epic and grand and would be entertaining to listen to by themselves. The soundtrack is complemented by a solid opening and ending that, while not amazing, are still both really good. The characters in the series are likable, but nothing special. The only character that gets a good amount of background information and development is Ledo, and we get to see how this stoic child soldier adapts from a life run by his commanding officer to life on Earth. And he, as a main character, is given a lot of time on screen to establish his motivations and give his character development. Amy, the other main character in this series, is the only character that's getting given anywhere near as much screen time as Ledo. And unfortunately, we aren't given much information about her, and she doesn't get much development. We do get her opinions on issues that are discussed in the series, but they are pretty much the same opinions that anyone on the Gargantia would have. We also don't get much information or development from the wide cast of supporting characters. When I was watching this series, there were times where I couldn't wait to get to the next episode, and there were other times where I wish that the episode would just hurry up and end. The inconsistent tone of the series really affected how much I enjoyed it. Here is the verdict and breakdown out of 5. Story 3.1, animation 4.2, sound 4, characters 3, enjoyment 3.2 for a final verdict of 3.5 out of 5. Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet is not a bad anime. Overall, it's actually pretty good. It just could have been so much better. If you guys liked the video, please make sure to like the video and tell me guys what you guys think of Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet or Suisei no Gargantia in the comment section down below. If you guys want to check out my previous review, click the annotation on the screen, or if you want to subscribe, there's will be an annotation down also on the screen. If you guys want to check out the full written review, you can go to Modernwarnegro.com or click the link down in the description. I'd like to guys thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys later.